Hey guys, Shonen here to give you Fairy Tail Manga Chapter 317 review. Chapter starts off with the princess talking to her assistant, whatever, the old man, telling them about the prophecy or what's going to happen, the 10,000 dragons coming and everything. Old man says that's ludicrous. That can't happen. But I don't know. She's saying that whatever happens at the end of the tournament, whatever happens there, she's going to go ahead and start with Eclipse Plan 2. Well, we go back to future Lucy. She's telling Natsu and the gang about the apocalypse, about the 10,000 dragons coming, destroying everything. And she also starts saying that when she was in the future, she was knocked out. So she didn't know what happened. She had to be informed of what happened. The 10,000 dragons came, destroyed everything. She saw the portal, the gate, and she decided to go through it. She managed to come. We understand that she came a few days before the events started to happen. 4 days in the past. So she came at that time and then did what she needed to do or whatever. Another interesting thing is that she didn't have a strategy to counteract what's going to happen. She told Natsu and the gang straight up that there's no strategy. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. And Natsu says it doesn't matter. We just need to go and talk to the guild about it. And another weird thing that it seems weird with future Lucy, or comparing to her and Lucy right now, the present Lucy, she's really doubtful. She was saying that, will they believe me? Natsu says, of course, you're Lucy. They will believe you. And by just hearing that, her mood went up. She's all happy and everything. And another nice thing here, I like these things where, I don't know, I'm a sucker for romance or something, but Natsu went up to her, grabbed her behind the head, and he placed his forehead on her, telling her thank you for doing everything you can to try to protect us. And I don't know, it was a nice little scene right there. I like that. After that, we go to Arcadios. He's listening to the conversation. This is where it gets even more interesting about what's happening here. I was wondering what's going on. Okay, Arcadios points out to in his mind, he's thinking future Lucy is lying to her friends. Why is she lying? Because Arcadios thinks to himself that Lucy was the one that gave the princess the strategy of Eclipse 2. That came from the person that came from the gate, Lucy, future Lucy. And the other thing is, she came in way before the date she told Natsu and them. So why is she lying? So that's up in the air right there. Okay, after all that, we go back to Gazelle and Rogue. Rogue's on the ground. Apparently he's tired. He's hurt a little, like he's a little roughed up, and he points out that Gazelle is strong and he can't defeat him. And then we get his whole somewhat of a little backstory or somewhat about his past, saying that back before you disappeared when you were in Phantom Lord, I looked up to you. You probably didn't recognize me because I didn't have no hair or anything, and I just looked up to you. But then after Phantom Lord got defeated by Fairy Tail and then disbanded, and you went to the guild, and he was just wondering what am I supposed to do? And he learned that I see why you're in Fairy Tail. It's because of your friends. And the guild I'm in, Sabretooth, you don't have none of that. You can't have friends or anything. And Gazelle cut him off and told him, oh yeah, then what about that frog? And Frosh, or however it's in the little cat in the frog suit, she says, I'm his friend. And Rogue looks and said, she's a cat. Well, and Gazelle says, well, actually, she's Exceed. And regardless, she's your friend. And Rogue's just looking, yes, she is my friend. And showing that, I think he's going to turn into a new leaf or something. But something happened here. After that, he starts hearing, your enemy's still in front of you. Kill him. Kill Gazelle. Kill him now. And it's weird because Rogue's the only one that can hear it. And Gazelle's looking at him because he's saying, who are you? What are you saying? Because Gazelle doesn't hear what the person's telling Rogue. Well, Rogue looks down and he looks at his shadow. Well, his shadow's looking back at him, and he's saying, defeat him, kill him now, and if I'll go ahead and lend you my power, and then that's how the chapter ends. And it's crazy. I liked the chapter. It was a good chapter. You learned a lot of stuff. Some of the parts I liked, some parts were okay, whatever. It's just there's a lot of questions. This is my thoughts. Okay, you have future Lucy acting really weird, and I forgot one whole scene with Jalel, with him and the other two girls. They're debating. Something seems not right. It's either Lucy could be lying, or the Lucy from the future could not be Lucy at all. That's something there. I forgot about that. I'm sorry. Besides that right there, there's probably someone else that came through the gate. For all we know, there could be two people in cloaks. Because as you can see right now, we didn't see who. Well, we know that freaking Jalel saw Lucy because she saw her face, but was that really her? Was that the same Lucy, or is that really? I mean, it's weird. I don't know. What I'm saying is that there could be someone else from the future jacking everything up. Because one thing, the princess talked to future Lucy, but we didn't see it. So it could be anyone. So that's one thing. We saw that the person in the cloak talked to Jalel. And then we see, well, right now, future Lucy talking not to them. But what I'm thinking is that there could be someone else behind the scenes that came from the future telling them all this. Or it could be just someone totally, like, from their time, like, messing a lot of stuff up. And the shadow thing, I don't know nothing about the shadow. I can't think if it's a bad guy or what, but I mean, I can't think who it is. Could be a new person, could be an old person. I don't know. There's a lot of question here. But, like always, please like, subscribe, comment down below what you think might happen, what's going on. If you have any ideas, I mean, if I'm always wrong with something or something, let me know. Tell me, because I don't know, I'm just waiting for the next chapter to try to get everything together. But like always, Shonen's here, and I'll see y'all next time.